You ready? You ready? You ready? Ha!
Hi, welcome to the Crazy Space. Today we're going to start some seeds.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to Chef Grace's place. Today I'm going to do a little bit of seed starting. So recently I made this seed starting book. It's like trading cards, basically, for your seeds. There's a little short video on how to do this in my YouTube, TikTok, all that fun stuff. And I was super nerdy and put them in alphabetical order. I also got this bag of seed starting mix. You don't have to use this. I usually just use dirt, but all the bags of dirt are like really big and I didn't have any space for that in my garden or on my patio. You know, the trouble with living in an apartment down here is you have to deal with HOA and stuff like that, and they don't like it when you leave bags of dirt on your patio. So one of the things I'm going to try to start is passion fruit. I have no idea when I'm supposed to start this, but I got some seeds, so I'm going to try it out. I'm going to grow some marjoram. The herbs have been doing really well, and because I have such a small space, herbs are really good to grow, and I've saved so much money on basil alone. I think we're going to grow some radishes because Noel loves radishes. And they are very fast growers, so have something fun, quick. I grew sunflowers a little while ago, and I think I'm going to do it again, just because they were so beautiful. So a tomato I didn't grow last year was this Dusty Rose tomato. I just called it the Dusty Rose tomato. I found it in Whole Foods. I took the seeds out of it, but it was local, so it should do well here. The brown cherries were really interesting, so I'm going to go with those too. I don't know the name of it either, but I call it purple cherry tomato. We'll see. I save a lot of my seeds from things I buy in the grocery store that I just want to eat, you know? Especially if you have a local section of your grocery store, when you get produce from it, you know it'll grow good where you live because they grow where you live. Also going to try to grow some Scotch bonnet peppers. They're a little spicy, but they're good. I'm also going to try to grow some chives. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up these cups, which I saved from last time when I started tomatoes. I just have a hole in them and I reuse them for now. I used to have a seed cell thing, but it broke. So I'm going to try to cover these with a bigger Tupperware, so this way the animals don't get to the seeds. So we'll see, and I'll probably direct sow the radishes. So the sad thing about having such a small garden is that a lot of times I have to take plants out and then I don't even really get to compost them or anything because I don't have the space. I mean, I'm gardening on a tiny little patio. What I can do is I can plan for the future. A lot of things on my patio, like this Thai basil right here, I'm probably going to take it out because I want to plant other things. But I'm going to let it go to seed first, so this way I have the seeds to plant later in my dream garden for when I'm finally a monetized YouTuber and I can afford to buy a house, right? Like, subscribe, and share. Shameless plug. Anyway, I love Thai basil. It has these beautiful purple flowers. It smells great. It tastes great. But I have a lot of it, so I'm going to take out some of it, but I'll let this go to seed first. As you can see, it's already flowering, which means it's going to go to seed pretty soon. So the idea is by the time that these seeds are ready to harvest, these little seeds I'm starting now will be big enough where I'm going to transplant them into this garden. Oh, my neighbor's here. Hey, working on my YouTube channel. All right. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, guys. So that was Angie, my neighbor. She dropped me off this Everglades tomatoes plant, which is good because I'm starting my plant so late that it was going to be hard to get some established and get tomatoes quick. So it looks like there might be 3 plants in here. There are. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Angie. It's really important because most seedlings all look the same, but you label your cups. And I like to put a date on them too, so I know how long it's been since I started the seed. So I'm gonna direct sow the radishes, so I don't need one for that. I'm gonna try passion fruit. This might be better direct sown, but I'm not even sure if this will germinate, so that's why I'm starting it in a cup. 19? Alright. Right. So once you have all your cups done, then you want to fill them up with dirt. So I'm just going to scoop them into the bag and fill them up probably about up to here. There you go. Now you got to make sure you put the right seed in the right cup. Very important. I'm going to throw the seeds on top now that I have the cups filled, and then I'm going to put more dirt on top, and then I'm just going to water it. And that's it. Alright, so we have chives, and we have Scotch bonnet. Now usually you would like space them out pretty good, but I'm just going to throw them in there, and then when they sprout I can separate them. It's majoram. I've never grown majoram before, so we'll see how this works out. So I don't know about spacing or anything, but usually with herbs, like, you can pack them in pretty tight, so that's what I'm going for. So now we have passion fruit. These are really cool seeds. They kind of look like little arrowheads. They have a very interesting texture on them too. They kind of look like it reminds me of like the armadillo, like shieldy exoskeleton. So I'm just gonna put a few in. I'm assuming it's spear side down, but I don't really know. Where's the dusty rose? I dried these out on a paper towel. A lot of them didn't come off. So I might just put the paper towel in there. See how it goes. Now they're coming off. Alright. So hopefully these germinate. We'll see. Now for the mammoth sunflower. These are my favorite. It's the same bag, but these are the seeds that I harvested from my sunflowers before. So I hope they grow. I feel like this super fat one will grow. This one I'm being a little bit particular with because the seeds are so big that, and they actually germinate pretty fast. I actually want to pick my best looking seeds for this one. And I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I'm just going for like the plumpest looking seeds. Right? That seems pretty good. So now I have my seeds in. I'm just going to cover it with a little bit of dirt. Tomato plants have the unique ability to grow roots out of their stem. That's why I'm burying the stem, so this way the plant will grow more roots. So now that we've planted our tomato plants, we gotta water them in. So since I have to water the rest of the garden, I'm just gonna water everything really well.